Right, leaving Jeneponto, Batikite, heading back to Makassar, where the airport is, and back to Malaysia. So today's Independence Day, so you'll see there's lots of, I guess, school age kids doing like in their flag colours, walking and singing and stuff. It's an interesting drive because on the way here it was in darkness, if you saw that part of the video where I was in quite a state. Everyone thinks the people that are staying were surprised I had rented a car, and I am surprised I've rented a car. There's a certain way of driving here that if you're Western you might not be used to. Anyway, we're making progress. We've got an hour and 30 to go. And yeah, I just suddenly saw these kids walking along and thought I should capture it. The general scene in Indonesia is lots and lots of little shops along the road, lots of people, lots of mopeds or motorbikes, loads of granite being transported, wood being transported, you name it, it's being transported. Here's I don't know, these ones, all the rest have been in red and white. These ones are in blue and white. They're doing a full-on dance. I've given myself plenty of time to get to the airport because we knew this was happening, so no worries on that front. I thought I'd get to the airport and do a bit of work. I was just contemplating, and a few of the others have kind of contemplated the same, how Asia in general is just creeping through here, big traffic. How Asia in general is very safe, whereas if you go to Latin America, the general consensus is that you are far less safe. And don't know kind of why that is. Is it the religion? Is it the culture? I guess it's both. You know, we're talking about other places to visit, and just the general Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia, Vietnam, just incredibly safe. Whereas if you go to Mexico, Guatemala, El Salvador, Venezuela, the consensus from, you know, just the people I'm meeting is that it's not safe, just less safe. So but that's me without any experience. Anyway, just talking rubbish. So this is the general view you get when you're driving along: cars, mopeds, and then on the side you got fruit, petrol, aggregate, everything you can think of on the side. And this is kind of the picture the whole way into Makassar. There's I think salt fields I've passed, and sugar cane potentially, and definitely the sweet corn fields or corn fields. And then back near the coast it was fishing ponds. Here's kind of the trucks that are heavily laden. Loads of these small trucks heavily laden with stuff. It's really interesting stuff. Worth just, like, I'm not listening to anything, I'm just taking in the whole scenery, just everything that's going on. Everyone just going about their business. It's just really interesting stuff where, you know, when you're not used to it anyway. In Malaysia I'm getting used to this kind of scene, but you know, if you're Western and you've never been here, you know, it's a real culture shock maybe. Anyway, people are beautiful, the just really nice all round. So it's been a pleasurable 2 weeks. This motorbike is burning the wrong fuel. That's why the smoke. Normally you're burning like 2-stroke instead of 4-stroke, or the opposite way around. I believe, like, there's too much oil in it. Anyway, let's concentrate on driving and let's make it to Makassar airport. I think I've said it before in other videos, but just in case you're only watching this one, will I come back to Jeneponto for kite surfing? Will I come back? Yep, yes and yes, definitely come back. Yeah, without hesitation. I would come here over Boracay simply because it wasn't crowded. So for kite surfing purely, this was way better kite surfing experience. Wind every day, no problem. It's easier to get to because it's just one flight from KL to Makassar, like direct flight, and then you just get I've foolishly rented a car, hired a car, just get them to pick you up. They have loads of drivers always available to come get you from the airport, and you don't have to stress about the whole rental car thing. Some guys did actually take a scooter from Makassar and scooted down and then rented the gear, so they didn't even take gear. So if you don't want like to take your own gear, they had loads of boards, loads of kites, loads of bars, loads of harnesses, so you can just travel literally with a carry-on. That's an option. So there's interesting, a car just like steams past even though we're all in a queue. Like, I don't know, in Europe you wouldn't do that. Anyway, no problem. Yeah, so here is just a really easy place to get to for straight kite surfing. Bali will obviously be much busier kite surfing and potentially a little bit more expensive, and it's almost on the same geography compared to here. So, you know, if you just want kind of peace and quiet and kite surfing, this is your place. If you want the action, yeah, you'd probably have to go to Bali because parties and all that kind of stuff, or to explore Bali. But if you just want nice private beach pretty much with the kite surfing, here has got to be one of the top picks. That's kind of it. Value wise, yeah, I can't even tell you how much this has cost me because it was surprising on the low side. So well, I wasn't counting, so I left a nice tip for the staff. Hopefully they get that. I just gave it to like the general manager, and yeah, it was all very good. So anyway, let's go. Just a kind of observation. Don't expect to go anywhere quick in Indonesia. You kind of creep along the roads at, I don't know, 40 k's an hour, 50 k's an hour, and it's not really much you can do about it. Got these two huge trucks in front of me. Everyone's trying to pick their way past. We're doing 30, and without a big gap, it's quite easy to sit here for a long time because there's just oncoming bikes and cars. If you're wondering what Makassar's like, this is it. It's from Jeneponto to here. It's just this the whole way. Just in case you're wondering, it's just total bustle. People just doing all their stuff. It's a Sunday, doesn't matter. Life continues. You know, I only say that because in the UK everything will be closed. And here, all open, crack on. I'm just crawling my way along the roads, overtaking when I can. And it says I got 45 minutes left, but I'm not on data, so I should really be getting into the busier part of Makassar. And it just looks like this the whole way. Alright, update in a bit. So I don't know the correct way to do this, but in Malaysia you need a touch and go card to pay at the toll, or a visa. I've just jumped on the toll road and I know it's 11,000 rupees, so I have that in cash, but it's an issue at the toll because they are expecting you to have like the card. So I normally just stop at the barrier and like put my hand out with the 11,000, and that they seem happy with doing, but it's not what you're meant to do. I don't know how to get the card. I'm not going to get it for 2 weeks, and the car rental company didn't give me anything either. So just something to bear in mind. If you jump on the toll, make sure you got some small notes. 11,000 rupees. We're on that toll road now. It takes you all out of the traffic. So anyway, just something to bear in mind when you visit. All right, let's go. Okay, so that worked through the toll. They said you have a card. I'm like, no, and then just gave them the money and they waved up the barrier. I don't think you're meant to do it, but what am I going to do when I've just got 2 journeys through a toll? It's still quite traumatic driving, must say. I'm just not used to it. Malaysia's like one kind of grade different of driving. So yeah, just bear it in mind if you're thinking about renting here, whether you're used to the driving or not. Anyway, we are 13 minutes away from the airport. I seem to now be on like the major road to the airport in Makassar, so we are making headway. That's it. Really interesting drive, just taking it all in. Shipping containers now on my left. This is definitely a port town, and we've had a few, I'm guessing, politicians going past us in escorted like motorcades, and otherwise it's just action all the way. Cars, trucks, small trucks, big trucks, you name it, it's all here. Anyway, it's been fun. Let's get to the airport, and hopefully the car rental guy is somewhere around. I did message him that my ETA was 1:30, and I'm bang on 1:30, so fingers crossed he's there. All right, let's go. All right, well, that was amazing. The guy at the gate of the toll wouldn't take the money and let up the barrier like the last one. But the guy next to me said, take my card and pay for your entry. So I gave him 12,000 for the payment, and he would not take it. Literally would not take it. What an amazing place. Oh, Indonesia. Oof. You're amazing. Anyway, that's the people here. I don't know. I'm gobsmacked. All right, I'm still on the way to Bandara International, Makassar Airport. Anyway, what a situation that was. Like I said, I'm just gobsmacked. What a guy. That's the culture here, isn't it? I'm just astonished. Anyway, all right, let's hope there's not too many more tolls, because I'm just causing trouble now. Okay, another bit of amazing good luck. They had got my message that I was going to get here at 1:30. I was driving down the road into the airport, and I think the rental guys wait on the side, and I was literally 13:30 on the clock, and a guy steps out and waves, and it's the rental guy. They then drive you in through there's a barrier and drop you off, and then he's left. And yeah, good English this time, because the guy that gave me the car when I arrived had no English, but this guy much better English. So that was a good experience. And now this airport is really quite stunning. It's all, it looks relatively new, all very modern. So you can really just look at the space here. So much space to hang out. So they've really built this for the future. I can't check in yet. It's just scheduled. The check-in gate is not open yet. So I'm going to hang here, get a drink, maybe something to eat. Yeah, it's 1:45. And then wait for check-in. I've got some reading and stuff I can get done, but next thing's the flight back to KL. So I'm through departures and just now waiting for the gate. Tip at Makassar departures, Moonlit Cafe. Super nice, really nice guy. I had 2 teas, just sort of hung out there, played good music. That was a fun way to spend an hour or two as I was just reading. Another thing, Makassar Airport is much bigger than the traffic flowing through it. So it's a really nice experience. Security was straight away open. Gate was straight away open. Sorry, the check-in desk was open. So if you need somewhere hassle-free to go to, I would strongly recommend Makassar. All right, next phase of the journey. Oh, the other thing, I was 2 kgs overweight at the check-in gate, so I quickly put on 2 kilos worth of clothing. I'm not joking. I've put on 4 pairs of shorts. And I stuffed some more stuff into my hand luggage. Anyway, it was 30.1 and they were happy. So let's go to the next phase.